Hello and good morning everyone. Welcome to my Floramancer world again this morning. How is everyone doing? Good, I hope. We're here staring at my Livingwood generation. This is what we're probably going to work on today. Yesterday we worked on the potato farm and I will go show you that in a moment. I'm hoping to get this working today, I hope. It's a hope. It's requiring a bit of redstone that I need to figure out, and so maybe you guys can help me. I don't know. Hi Darkwing, good morning. I'm doing it slightly different than the living rock because I don't want the pistons up on the top like this for the living wood. I'd like to try to have it underneath and have the pistons push the living wood up into the space of the planet. That's what I'd like. So yeah. That's what we need to figure out today. I'm sure there's a way to do it because I've seen it done with like enchantment tables. You know, when you can used to configure the enchantment table to get the exact enchant you want type of deal. There's got to be a way to do that for me for the living wood. So here's our potato farm, the start of our potato farm. I did a little bit of work on it. You can look in here and I made it pretty. We put some mana glass in here so it gives off light. Got it all looking pretty. This is one tier. We're probably gonna have at least 3 going up. I made the Drum of the Wild, got a pulse mana spreader set up with a hovering hourglass. It's currently set for 30 minutes. That will change as we get aggro-carnations put in here. And then I have a slight delay from the striking of the drum to when it will replant. And that's what this line is. It goes into this block, which triggers this redstone. So I did have to move the repeaters so it goes all the way around that way. But yeah, there's our potato farm set up, ready to go, harvesting potatoes. This is the next level, so I'll be doing the next level here. I don't have to do this on camera because you guys have seen it. One challenge I know of is the Drum of the Wild can reach a 25 by 25 by 7 area to harvest crops in. Okay, so it's 7 on the Y axis, but each time it's struck it only harvests 32 plants in that area. So that is how much is in this ring. There's 32. If I want any harvested on this level, I'm going to need another drum, and this one needs to be out of range and the second one will need to be out of range of this level. So I'm gonna have to figure stuff out. So yeah, gonna have to, we've got the one right now. This is functioning. This is a functioning farm. Hi 99, nice to see you. Hello. It has been a long time. Oh yep, we got some farming going on. Yay. As you can see, this mana pool has mana. That is where we left off yesterday. So I did get the mana conduit set up to send mana from the battery. That's underground. Just wanted to show you how it ended up down here. So here's our conduit we were working on before the end of the stream. And I did have to turn this way and come down here. And so the final one here has a spark tinkerer just on the one here to turn it from recessive to dominant. It flips back and forth depending on what that one is. And then this one has nothing, so that when this one is recessive, it pushes into this pool. And then since this has nothing and our farm has a dominant spark, it'll pull from this pool and fill it up. finally learn about the drums. Yeah. But yeah, so our potato farm's done. The range of the drum is really big, so we're gonna have to keep that in consideration. The 25 by 25 on the X and Z interfere with the janky wheat farm I have here. As you can see, it has harvested stuff while I was away, and then it went poof and disappeared. Hopefully when I do the other farm, when we're gonna do the combo wheat, beetroot, carrots, netherwort, when we do the combo tower, I'll have it far enough away. I'm not sure I'm going to put it in this spot, and the reason is it's going to be relatively tall, and we're already breaking through the mountain here, the hillside, so it would stick out, and I'm not sure I want to be exposed. I like the underground, so we could turn this into something else, close it off completely. I dug this hole. It wasn't an actual cave spot, so we could end up closing this off and just having potatoes here, and then carrots, beetroot, blah 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 in another spot. So yes, I'm very happy with the way this has turned out. And how many potatoes we got going on? Let's see. I'm not picking up poisonous ones, they're just despawning. There's, I don't think, really any use for them other than the brewing for instant damage and poison, I think. Yeah, uses. No, the only use is to turn them into regular potatoes. Hi, Bacon! Nice to see you! So, yeah, I'm just letting poisonous potatoes despawn. But, yep. Okay, so let's grab some redstone and try to figure out how to do the living wood that I want to do. We'll grab a lever, some torches. We already have sticky pistons there. There's supplies to make some more gadgety stuff. And go. Okay. Open crate into a petal apothecary of lava. Yeah, but it's not like, you know, it's a nice idea and I can do that, but how many poisonous potatoes do you think I'm gonna get that would actually clog up entity count before they despawn? Probably not very many. I mean, I have more problems with all of these saplings. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Just let them despawn where they are. So, this. Down here, what I want to do is trigger these sticky pistons so that they push up the chiseled living rock, which then ultimately pushes up the living wood. I think we need some space. So we'll go around. That's true, until I get more potato farms, but I don't even know how many potato farms I'm going to need. My first question is, if I put a torch like this, does it fire it? It does. And if I put redstone on top of that block, can I turn it off? Ooh, that... You know what? I want different blocks other than... Oh, hello! Nice to see you. I want different blocks to put my redstone on. Grab you. Might as well grab some of this stuff. We have one more chiseled for now. I know we're gonna need hopper hawks and a drawer or a chest or something. Let's see. Back under here. WINRY plays with redstone. Yes, sir. Under that chiseled block, the Ranuncarpus is there. Does the Ranuncarpus use redstone in its creation? It does, so we might have... it's just gonna blink, so it probably won't be that big of a deal. I was just thinking if redstone gets to this block, it's gonna turn off the Ranuncarpus. But it's not gonna be as steady, it's just gonna be a pulse. So, yeah. If we did that, I'll have to dig out above too. That takes care of that, and that one, and that one. So let's place the torches. 3. I don't think I need that many. Because and I'm gonna need one here where I'm standing. So let's put the living rock there, and we'll have to break in. No. Oh, you could turn these. There we go. And then we need to put the chiseled block there with the living lid on top. Yep. Alright, so we have that laid. Oops. Dang it. Oh good, that's one that didn't have one. Whew. Ah, 1, 2, 3! Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy my stream. Oh, I struggle with redstone. Hey, did I put that there? Oh, I probably did. Alright. So... where am I going to put the hourglass is a good question for timer. Somewhere near wherever the mana pool is going, because as soon as it triggers this, I'll be able to send a pulse to the mana spreader to break the blocks. I think I will put the mana spreader like in this area. I shouldn't need any repeaters here. It should work just fine.
They talk about another kind of world.
Here's a question. If I have a block here, does powering this block hit the redstone? It does. I need to invert the signal. which would be... no, it would be the other way. Okay. I am not a redstone person, so if you're watching this because you want to watch someone do some amazing redstone, you're watching the wrong stream. So let's put it out there for you. Not a redstone person. So how do I turn that off? Alright, so I just need to set redstone there. Okay. So I could put the hourglass here, and that would pulse it. Great. Thinking. My problem has come to a head with the Ranuncarpus though, because this will always have a signal. So you need to get moved. We need to move you to... that red dust stuff lights up and there are torches. Yeah. You helped so much! That was amazing help! Thank you! We might need to move that backward. Because if I put the Ranuncarpus here instead, it won't have a signal of redstone, but I need to be able to trigger this hopper. So let's move you back. Give me you. You. And... nope. Okay. That is Edward dying in the background, yep. He still has laryngitis today, and he's still coughing up a lung. So, yep. Be there. And the crate would go here, right? Yep. And hopper with torch, and then the pressure plate will go there with the inverted torch underneath of it. Okay, does that reach? That does reach all of those. Okay, I want to be able to see how much is in there. Stream is telling you to feel better. He says. With what little voice he's got. Does this work? Like if I were to put signal here, would it send it downward? Yes. I'm just trying to bring it up a little bit. Thank you for your help, but I don't need that there. Alright, so if we did that, put the hourglass right here, that would send the pulse into the block and go downward. And we would also want to send it here to where I'm going to put the mana spreader in this area. we should go grab one. And a mana pool, because we will have to do more mana conduits, because the mana conduit that we have is like around there, over there a little bit, so it needs to come forward some to come to here. And I think I need a bore lens as well. I don't like that I can't. Thank you. There we go. It's awfully dark around here. Watch me walk away and there'll be mobs when I come back. Woohoo! Okay. I have a mana spreader made. I do not. So we need to make one. It's gold. We need a petal. We're really, really low on gold, but I told you yesterday I dug that 8,000. Well, it was a little over 1,000 in the Nether, but I went the 10,000 block whatever amount to a mesa, so I will be able to go there and collect a bunch of gold. So we have the mana spreader. We have a bore lens. I do not think it needs to be warp because we're using a tiny planet to make it move. I need a mana pool, a spark, and we do not have a dominant. Wow, my inventory filled up fast. We need to make get a dominant spark made, augment. Okay. Alright, so back up here real quick. And the pulse mana spreader. Oh, we forgot to grab the hourglass. The pulse mana spreader will go here. Will that get a pulse? Will I need to put it? I don't think the pulse will go up into it. I wanted it this level. Oops. But if I put it here, I think that should be fine. And if that's the case, I can have it there. Alright, and then the mana pool with a spark, dominant, bore lens. That does not look like that's going to work. We'll have to test it. Let's get some mana in it and test it. And then, oh, it worked. Yay! Probably, see, it only breaks 6. So I wonder, we'll have to pulse this twice. How do I pulse it twice? Will that give it 2 pulses? Probably not. It probably doesn't do this one. It just does that one. Alright, redstone people. I need to trigger this pulse mana spreader twice. Should I just set it up to have 2 pulse mana spreaders? An observer. What would an observer do? And how would the observer help me in this instance? I'm not well versed in redstone-y stuff, guys. Another repeater before the curve. So when it toggles, the observer triggers twice. Okay. Pointed to, okay, use an observer pointed to watch the redstone, so when it detects the redstone change, the observer triggers twice. How would the observer trigger twice? And for some reason, my pulse was too fast. Well, let's make an observer. We could at least start there. Let's put you back on. When the redstone goes from off to on, the observer sends a pulse, and from on to off, another one. Oh. Okay, so I understand that part. So then we want it to observe this bit of redstone, because this is going to be coming from the hourglass. Do we want to face this way? Like that? And then that. It didn't detect the off one. I didn't see that light up for the second one. What? Dang it. I need to keep that in mind. It broke my torch and I have no clue where it went. It did that because it didn't have any blocks to break. It's really fast. Well, I can take your word for it. I don't know. Let's... So essentially though, what's going to happen is like a button pulse for my... Okay. That makes sense. I need to decorate this obviously, but we're gonna not do that today. We'll cover it up though so I don't fall in there. We need to do the pressure plate with the inverted. Signal. Oh, that goes over here. Okay. Why? Oh. Okay. Because of that. It's chaining the signal up. So, would a half slab do the same thing? Do I have an hourglass? I do, and I would need to make it set for a little over a minute. Do every 2 minutes and have it slow. Because it takes a minute to convert, and it might take a little bit for the random carpus to place 8 pieces. Okay. Great. Oh, I need some wood. Hi, can I have some wood? Not saplings. I need a tree to grow. Grow, trees, grow! Seriously want to increase the agricarnations here. Put 2 more. 1 here and 1 on the other side of the Ranuncarpus. There we go. Got some wood. Alright, so... pressure plate. Twerks. Yeah, twerking isn't gonna work in this instance. And we're gonna put that there. That there. Oop. There we go. And then we'll need to slow the hopper hawk down, but I don't have the need a mushroom. Should go find a mushroom. Maybe that's how they agricarnations work. Yeah, no. Yeah, need a mushroom. So let's go try to find our mushroom farm again. It'll be nice when we can automate that. Ooh, dark spot. Don't like that. Okay. Under here somewhere. I always go that way because this way seems to not lead me in the right direction. No, see. I'm not exactly sure, Falcondov, and to answer your question 99, no. This mod pack is very simply Botania and Quark, and then a whole bunch of quality of life mods. I don't know if the observer worked for what I wanted. Where the heck is the dirt? Oh, here it is. Wow, guys. Mushroom farm, pretty successful if I can ever find it. And it always seems easy to find my way out of the area, just never to find the silly mushroom farm to begin with. So yeah, I don't know if the observer did a double pulse or not. Oh, we ran right by a... There we go. That's what we need. And back here, slow you down so that the Ranuncarpus has time to grab the birchwood. And then we need to pair you with some mana, which we should be able to place now. Hello? You're in range. Oh, you know what's going on? I bet you do. Let's put it here. There it goes. And then we need the hourglass where the button is. Oops. There. And we need to put the 2 soul sand in it. Okay. And in 2 minutes, we'll be able to know whether or not this works. And then we'll need to turn on the switch, the toggle that I have underneath the tree farm again. You guys might have missed that, but I set up an animated torch under here with a second daffodil, one pointing that way and one pointing that way. This way will feed the endoflame setup. That way will feed the living wood, and the hourglass there. The animated torch, you can't see it, but it's right here, and then the hourglass is next to it. I just took the sand out of the hourglass so that it would not toggle right now, since we didn't need it until we had the living wood farm set up. Okay, so this is converted. I'm gonna have to shorten that. That looks too long. I'll have to use red sand. Red sand is 10 seconds. So I'll have to put like 8 red sand in there maybe. That might be enough. We're going to stand here for another 30 seconds or so and see if this works. If it works, it will have harvested all of the living wood. Okay, so it didn't trigger the actual... Yeah, it did not go down like I wanted to. So the lever did it, but the hourglass did not. So the hourglass... That, I hope, will do it. Will that send redstone down? I mean, this block will be redstone-ified. And it should hit the other redstone underneath it, right? I hope. I'm also wondering if, yeah, the observer tick actually works, or if I need to do something like that. And have that one on no delay, and then have that one on a 4-tick delay type of deal. Now, as you saw, since it didn't have any blocks to break, it broke my hourglass. And that's because it goes out a certain distance. It keeps spiraling out a certain distance. So I have to keep that in mind. I will want to learn how to do an auto shutoff for it to detect when it's out of, when it's got the living wood barrel or chest, whatever I decide. When that is full, it should turn off the signal so it doesn't pulse the Dang it, didn't work again, guys. This time I didn't break anything because I moved the hourglass out of the way. Okay, what do I need to do here to get that? I'm picking up a whole bunch of... Yeah, great. Come on. Do it for me. Alright. We're still trying to... Does this, I mean, for those of you who know a little bit of redstone, does this look like it should work? That redstone line should turn the torch off. That's what we're working on. I guess we'll know in about 10 seconds, won't we? Volkendov says yes. Yes. But it only pulsed once. And it pulsed so fast that it left the blocks up. That's a problem. It needs to pulse slower. Would it pull slower if I did a repeater into this block? Like if I put a repeater here, would that be a slower pulse and not a quick pulse? We're currently fixing a different problem. The problem is that the pulse for the pistons is too fast, so it's leaving the chiseled living rock up when the pistons retract. If I slow the pulse down, it will pull the blocks down with it, so the sticky piston are leaving the blocks behind. It's going too fast. I need something shorter burst. just so I can see if it will, the hourglass will trip what I need to trip. One second, we'll do it. Okay. It appears that it might work. I do not know if this works. And I could put a couple more repeaters here to slow it down. Let's get rid of some of you. And see if I do this, though I really don't need an observer. I just, yeah. I do that. I don't need an observer there. I just need redstone for it to come down and do this. I know this is probably extremely janky for anyone who knows redstone. But all I need to do is make stuff that works. It doesn't have to look pretty. So I think that might do it. The redstone repeater into the block seems to be a slow enough pulse to pull the blocks down after they're done pushing up the Livingwood. And if that little redstone contraption works, it should fire once for this one and then take its time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ticks. So almost another second to trigger this one again. Again, we're waiting. All right, any second. It only did it once. And the blocks stayed up. So it's still too long of a pulse. Dang it. I don't know how to make this, the pulse to this, slow enough. Might have to fiddle with this a bit. that's going to stop dropping. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out how to get this a slower pulse here. So that it does what I need it to. And then we'll figure out this mana burst issue as well. But I need to figure out the piston pushing first. It's too fast of a pulse. Maybe another delay on the repeater? Well, let's find out. We put the redstone button here, it won't trigger that. But the sand, which is faster, why is this one so much faster than the others? This one's working like it should. See, and that's still too fast. Four, I think, did it. Okay, so let's resume that. And we'll put a minute on the clock. And when that's done, then we just have to figure out the mana spreader thing. I could just have 6 Livingwood. So that I wouldn't have to try to trigger that twice. Because, again, the bore lens is what determines how many blocks get broken per pulse. The bore lens can only break 6 blocks before it runs out of mana effort to be able to break any more. But if I send 2 pulses, that's 12 blocks, so I'm still going to have to deal with extra mana power spinning around. Yeah, in the long run, I won't notice the missing living wood, because that's how I have set up for the living rock, is it only breaks 6. Yeah, it's just bore. It doesn't need to be anything else but bore. And see, it left 2 behind. So if we did... Okay. That. And that. It's okay that they're still getting pushed up. It will only do 6 pieces of wood. I do not know. I haven't tested if I could add potency to it to have it break more. But there, it just broke all of them and all the blocks went back down. So that is a reliable test right here. It just needs to have more than 1 minute on the clock. You did it on your tree farm? So you had a boar potency. It's worth considering. What does that one need? Just a fire rune. I might do that and see. Yeah, well, as you can see, the tree farm is limited in distance as well, that it's only got 6 trees here, because it can only break the 6 distance. There's another one using force relays and stuff, but that looked too complicated for me to understand. And as I've said numerous times, this playthrough is to help me understand what I'm doing. It doesn't have to be pretty. I just have to understand what's going on. So it looks like this will be a reliable setup. We're gonna let it go one more time, and if it works, I'm gonna have to get a hopper hock and a drawer or a chest to put the living wood into. So in another like 5 or 6 seconds here. Yes, that's exactly what I need it to do. And then of course a hopper hock would pick up that living wood. Hopefully before the Ranon Carpus does. But that's exactly what I need it to do. Alright, so we are going to turn you off. I know this is going to send a mana burst, which I don't want, but it won't. It's not a big deal. We're far enough away so it won't damage anything else. So we're gonna stop that and stop you. I'm gonna stop everything until we can get the rest of it finished. So everything's stopped. Good. Alright. That's gonna be it for my grind today. Before Thursday's grind, well, actually we're gonna be streaming tomorrow evening. So before tomorrow evening, I will try to get this finished. I'll get the drawer, the hopper hock down here so that it can pick up stuff, and I'll change the timer so it's more accurate, and probably clean up this extra bit of redstone here if we're gonna use 1 pulse. We don't need all that stuff. So I'll get rid of that. And we should have a running setup then. So I hope to see you back here tomorrow evening, if not Thursday morning, same time. Have a good one, folks. Take care. Bye.